today we have lectures throughout the day, and our first presenter is going to be Erica Keene from Hempfield Botanicals. So we're going to talk about CBD for wellness. For those of you out there that maybe are curious about what CBD products are, what the difference between them and medical marijuana, because there's a lot of dispensaries out there now, and what you look for in a product. We're going to bring on Erica and ask her some questions after she shares a little bit with us. Hi, Erica.
Good morning. Thanks for having me.
Thank you so much for coming on. I know we probably have a lot of questions. So those of you who are out there, comment, ask questions. We can see if we can get to them at the end. But Erica, take it away and share with us a little bit about the company and about the product line.
Got it. So good morning, everybody. My name is Erica Keene, and I do represent Hempfield Botanicals. We are based in Lancaster County, downtown Lancaster City, actually. And I'm super excited to share with everybody just different tips and tricks and just some guidance in general so that you're able to choose the best CBD products for your needs, okay? The first thing I would like to start out with is why Hempfield Botanicals? Why should I look at Hempfield Botanicals products? So just so you understand, we are based again in Lancaster City, and we are the manufacturers of the products. So we bring in all the raw materials and we manufacture everything in our CGMP facility. A CGMP facility is a certified good manufacturing practice. This means that we were audited by a third party to be in accordance with the FDA. So basically, when the FDA does get involved in all this, we are already ahead of that game because we're doing everything to FDA standards. So our small little business actually employs 21 local residents to Lancaster and the surrounding area. And we're super excited to announce that we've recently even been sourcing our raw materials, so our CBD isolate, our full spectrum products from a farm in Lancaster County as well. So we just did that over the summer. We have a great relationship with a local grower. We have a beautiful YouTube channel. I encourage you to jump on at a later date and you can see some of the videos. We're actually in the field and we're just kind of explaining kind of what I'm here today explaining to you, but it's a really neat video and it's fun to watch. So just so you understand, it's super important for us to support local. We love working with local spas and therapy and wellness centers such as Firefly Wellness. And we source, again, 50% of our raw materials locally, including supplies, packaging, and different ingredients that we use within our business. So we are a B Corp. Doing business for good. So that is also super important to us and why we really try to support our local community. Another great thing about small businesses is that money stays in our community. So for every dollar you spend in a small business, 67 cents is going to go to the local community. And the majority of that, which is about 45 cents, goes to the small business owner themselves to pay the wages of those employees locally and their benefits and so forth. So just wanted to kind of let everybody know that we're local. We're not having somebody else white label our products. We make everything ourselves. And we also package everything and seal everything in our facility. So moving on to the real good stuff about how does CBD work with our bodies. So as most of you know by now, I think if you're kind of just tuning into all this, we have an endocannabinoid system in our bodies. So CBD will naturally connect with our endocannabinoid system to help the arthritis that we're dealing with, the pain, the inflammation. So it's really amazing. It's a natural way to approach it instead of big pharma. It's amazing how long this has actually been kind of kept under the rug, so to speak, when the natural benefits are so much better than any of your pharmaceuticals that are out there. So two things I want to touch on really quick is the raw materials that we use. So first and foremost, we use a CBD isolate. So the plant is is processed, and they literally isolate that CBD and they extract that. We do not use a chemical process for that. Everything is done naturally without alcohol added and everything else. So what that means is CBD isolate is 99.9% CBD. It comes in a white powder. It's always consistent and it's very easy to work with. Just think like when you're cooking in your kitchen, you know, measuring flour, sugar, or measuring the CBD. The reason we use an isolate is for those parties and people that have to get drug screened at their employment. So you can pass a drug test if you're taking orals. That's not a problem when you're using a isolate as your base product for the CBDs products. So a lot of people get scared, even if there's THC in a topical. It's really important to understand that topicals do not break the blood barrier. So you could slather CBD all over yourself, even if there is THC in it and it's used a full spectrum as a raw material. You're not going to have that in your bloodstream. Only way it's going to get in your bloodstream is if it's actually a pharmaceutical patch, which now has put chemicals in there to force it down into your bloodstream. But ours do not do that. So again, if you have to take drug screenings, you really should look for a product that uses a CBD isolate to be safe, and or a broad spectrum, because there's no THC in that. And at any time a topical product is not a problem for you. If you take the oral oils, this is when it's extra important. Then on the other side, we do have our full spectrum product. So full spectrum is just that. It is the entire plant that's used. So we have CBD present, of course, CBN, CBG, all the other amazing cannabinoids, beautiful terpene profile, as well as the legal limit of THC. So again, a topical product, this is not going to make a difference, but if you are taking the oral oils, this would not be the product that you would want to take for someone that is taking any kind of drug test. So there's a million different ways to take CBD products. We prefer the sublingual approach. So it's under your tongue, or it's going to be in the back, kind of by your molars or your wisdom teeth. And you want to take the drops based on your dosing. We have a dosing chart. We help you out with all of that. And you just want to let that sit in your mouth for 30 seconds to a minute and just let it kind of come in. Don't swallow it right away. When you take a pill or maybe a gummy, for instance, and I understand that's preference of some people because of taste or other reasons. However, you have to have that digested down through your system and through your liver. So if you look at an example of 100 milligrams of CBD in a pill form, you're probably getting about 10 milligrams. So just something to think about. We don't make any kinds of pills or gummies at this stage for that reason. Sneak peek, we do have some new products coming out. We are making our own tea flavors. So the tea bag, you will get a container of those, 12 in a container, and they can be used to just make your tea like you normally would. 3 different flavors we're going to have. And then we will also be selling some CBD hemp-based flour. So if you prefer to smoke or vape the flour in a vape, you can try that as well. So those are coming really, really soon. So the other thing that I would love to speak to, and again, so I've told you Hempfield Botanicals is local. I've told you we manufacture everything. And I've also explained that we source our CBD from local farmers. However, the other really important part is what we like to focus on is transparency. The transparency that we show is that every container of the product that we have has the specific milligrams of CBD that is included. So if you have a package of a product that doesn't say specifically how many milligrams are in it, and you look in the ingredient deck and you see like hemp extract or CBD extract, it's really important that those milligrams are present, and that's kind of a way for you to vet a company. The second thing that we're really passionate about is that all of our products are third-party tested. So every time we make a new batch, it has a new lot number based on the date, the month, and the year. And then those samples are sent to a third-party lab. They test all of our products so that we are ensuring that if we say our CBD salve has 300 milligrams or our oral oil Comfort has 1,200 milligrams of CBD, you can actually go to our website and see that. Some of our new packaging has a QR code that will actually take you right there if you're in a store and just have your smartphone. So really, really, really important. Your batch numbers should match your testing. The CBD milligrams on the container should be present, and everybody should have up-to-date testing information. I think another little tip that makes us really special is that the owners of the company actually come from the wellness industry. Nathan is a massage therapist and Heather is an esthetician and also an RN. In addition to that, we have 2 compounding pharmacists that come from the compounding cannabis industry. They actually own a dispensary in Lancaster City called Vital, and they have worked with us for our very specific oral oils that we offer. So that's our quick overview of really the best way to vet a company and what you should be looking for. Last but not least, a lot of people come in and they're like, how do I know what's the best product for me? So we want you to know that our staff offers training. So Firefly Wellness's entire staff has gone through training. They know about our products and about our specific oral oils, and they were basically given all the information they can to ensure that you, the end user, and the customer are making the best decision for your needs from the CBD selections. So one size does not fit all in CBD. There's another reason why we have a dosing chart for all of our oral oils. It's very important that you kind of go by the weight of your body because everybody's different and will absorb CBD differently. So our oral oils, for instance, people will come in and they're like, oh my gosh, I can't sleep. So they think they want to buy 40 winks because they want to sleep better. Well, it turns out that 40 winks, it turns out that the customer can't sleep because they have a backache. Well, I'm actually going to tell them that they need to take the salve because a topical product is going to be better for that issue. If you have Crohn's disease, if you have rheumatoid arthritis, those are systemic issues, and that's when you do want to try an oral oil to treat from the inside out. If you have rheumatoid arthritis and you're treating from the inside out with an oral oil, but you have pain because maybe you did something with your hands or you baked or something that day and now you have some breakout pain, that's when you could incorporate a topical to kind of help you through that little instance of that. So it's not a problem to combine products. If you have a muscle ache, if you have arthritis, if you have joint pain, tennis elbow, carpal tunnel, the salve or the muscle recovery are going to be your best bet. Muscle recovery is a lotion, and then our salve is a salve, and it's our strongest product for the most pain. So maybe we might have some questions. I know Carla wanted to go over a few things.
Thank you. We have it a lot actually where people do say, well, I need to sleep better, but it is really a back pain, or maybe they have anxiety, which is causing their issues with sleep. So like all the information was perfect. We do have some questions, and I think we might have touched base with the one question we had about arthritis. But I will actually, an oral versus topical, what the difference between those products are. I'll start with the first question here. What would be the best product for pain relief from arthritis? So go ahead and answer that one. I think you did, but go ahead and answer that one so we're clear.
Our oral oils all have different names. Sorry, there's some puppies. So I would suggest Relief. Relief is our pain oral oil recipe. So what makes our oral oils unique is that, yes, they have CBD, but the compounding pharmacists have chosen specific terpenes that are incorporated in that formula to benefit the name that is on that package. So Relief, the terpenes that are included are going to help with more pain and inflammation. Lavender, for instance, essential oil helps you relax. That's a terpene. So specific terpenes are chosen, and we have all those listed on all of our boxes. So for arthritis, 100% I'm going to go with Relief. And then honestly, I would suggest getting a salve just to keep handy for days that are extra bad. Rainy days, I know, affects people with arthritis. Maybe you had your grandkids over the weekend and now your knees are killing you, whatever that may be. The topical is really that quick. I just need to get past this pain in the certain areas.
All right, next question. Starting here at the top. Thank you guys so much for commenting. We love this interaction. How about CBD for tinnitus? This is a good question.
That's the ringing, correct?
Yeah.
Yes. I'm very sorry to say that I don't know that I would feel comfortable answering that. I am happy, however, Kara, to talk to Heather. I'll write that down, and I promise you I'll get you a response that you can get back to that customer on. I just wouldn't feel comfortable just with that specific, because that's not something that is discussed as much. I do apologize, but I'm just being honest. I don't want to guide you the wrong way.
That's a true professional, guys. If you ever meet a person who is representing a company and they say, I don't know, that's the integrity that we always look for when we work with any company or any of our practitioners at Firefly Hollow. So I love that.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I hate to say I don't know, but at the
No,
same
you don't have to
time,
apologize. I think it's perfect.
I'd rather get you the right answer. But I will ask Heather, and I will get you that answer and definitely email that to you.
Okay. So Tracy has 2 kids with IBD, and I would love to know how to use CBD to help them.
And you said they have what again?
Tracy, it looks like IBD.
IBD, irritable bowel syndrome. So inflammation, right?
Specifically Crohn's.
Crohn's. Okay. So absolutely. Honestly, I probably would go with relief again because they do want to treat from the inside out. So basically with Crohn's, a person is dealing with inflammation. Some people have it more so that it affects, obviously, when they use the restroom. Some people have Crohn's disease and they feel like they have arthritis on one side of their body. So if it's strictly intestinal issues, definitely go with an oral oil. If they have any kind of anxiety or stress from dealing with that at a young age, you could even use our Comfort, because it's still going to help with the inflammation, but it's also maybe going to help them calm down a little bit. With Crohn's, stress flares it all up. So I would honestly say either relief or Comfort for those kiddos. And again, it's by weight, so we can help you figure that out. Firefly Wellness has a dosing chart. We usually just write it down for the customer so they have what they need. We also have a lot of people that use our Focus. Why can't I think of the name? We have a oral oil to help you focus, tunnel vision. So some kids that struggle with that in school, some of the parents are actually using that as well. So I hope that helps. If they are having any kind of pain from the Crohn's, again, in that breakout area where their ankle really hurts or their left arm really hurts or right arm, that's when a salve could be helpful to them because it's a little bit more immediate.
When it comes to the tunnel vision, that is an amazing product. It is so good. It is so good. And if you guys are ever interested in, if you want to taste them or sample them, if you want to know what the flavors like, we have samples at the center. You can absolutely stop by. Please call today before you stop by. We have limited space in the building, but absolutely. And if you're watching this and you want to purchase something, we are offering 10% off any of the Hempfield products today.
Awesome.
You can purchase them online as well. With that 10% off, you may have to go directly through us. So that's through fireflyhallowellness.com. You can find the products online, or you can stop in and get stuff. The next question we have is, what product would you recommend for general anxiety?
Okay, just going to take one step back. Our oral oils, just so everybody understands, they are not tinctures. Tinctures are an alcohol based, and they're dropping the CBD into an alcohol. We do not use that process. Again, we're natural, vegan, and certified cruelty free. So our carrier oil is not an MCT oil. It is actually hemp seed oil. So you're really getting everything in that plant. Anxiety, I would 100% suggest Comfort. Comfort, again, has very specific terpenes that are going to just kind of help even you out so you don't have those highs and lows. The added benefit that CBD is also great for anxiety. So inflammation and anxiety are actually one of the top 2 things that CBD can help with. So again, that special formula that we have with the specific terpenes to help you calm down is great. A lot of people just feel like they're a little less edgy. They do feel like it balances them. And a lot of them say that they have a lot better sleep. We've even had people come off of blood pressure medication because they got their anxiety under control. And that is an amazing, right back to the pharma, kicking out a pharmaceutical and replacing it with a natural.
I love it.
Yes.
And when it comes to working with surgeries, so if you had a shoulder surgery or pain for when you're healing from surgery, what product would you recommend? And Gina, I'm going to put you up here so you can say, Gina, there you are. There's her question.
I would 100% go with our salve. We do make an unscented salve that uses arnica and doesn't have any essential oils in it. So if you still have an incision, or if you're dealing with chemotherapy or radiation where your skin is really irritated, the unscented salve is going to be the better option for you. Our regular salve has a little bit of essential oil, grapefruit essential oil, but it does have a little bit of menthol. So again, if you have a little bit of an incision that's still healing, that could sting, and I don't want that to happen to you. So I personally suffer from eczema. I love the scented salve. So if I have a breakout, I can deal with that because it's just a surface scratch. But anyone coming right out of surgery, definitely. We have several orthopedic doctors that we work with, both in state and out of state. And that is their honest to goodness go-to product for people trying to put off the knee surgery and for people that have just had the knee or hip surgery.
Perfect. I want to just also comment, Sharon Elise said she appreciates your integrity and in tabling the response for getting back to us. So I wanted to
promise I will.
Yeah. And then and Tracy Smith, you already answered her other question about what base oil do you use for, so hemp oil is the base.
Oil. Yep.
If I mess into your questions, guys, let me know. Scrolling back up through here. But when you're talking about eczema and using the salve, right? Mm-hmm. This is actually what we're giving away, guys, today for the door prize. So if you are here, if you have any other questions, let us know. But we're about to actually just do the door prize. And this is I'm sorry, my camera's not really clear. We got a Firefly Hello keychain and a CBD salve from Hempfield Botanicals. So we're going to be giving that away. If you are here in the live stream and you are watching, if you comment and you want to be entered to win this, comment now, and I'm going to pull the door prize. Oh, pet friendly. Let's go. Sharon, thank you so much.
Absolutely.
So Michelle just said eczema relief. So you're using the CBD salve for that. And then Sharon Elise says, do you have pet friendly CBD products? This is great. You just launched a new one recently. We have a little bit left. I think we have 2 bottles left over at the office.
Yes, we do have 2 products. Honestly, my Boston Terrier decided to eat a peach pit this summer, the most expensive peach I've ever purchased. And so he had surgery and he was having some irritation around his incision, which is very common. So I actually put our unscented salve on his tummy. That helped a good bit for a couple days. And Sidekick is our pet oral oil. Again, dosing charts for that based on the cat or dog's weight. It's great for older dogs that are dealing with arthritis, sorry. And it's also great for your pups that have a lot of anxiousness, whether it's because you're leaving or they're just in general, they over lick, they over, bite at their fur. It's a great product for them. And we do have Sidekick.
Question from Gina. She was asking about the CBD salve price, and this little mini guy is about $19.95, and then the larger ones we have is $44.95. So you can look at our website on our mobile app as well. I believe you should be able to go directly through our website there and look at our CBD products from Hempfield there, the oral oils as well as the topical, and the pet Sidekick is oral oil is on there too.
For anybody using the salve, you do not need a lot, okay? When the salve is applied, it actually dissipates, almost melts from your body temperature. So I always tell people, like, if you get too much lotion, you can kind of put it back. That's not how it works with salve. So a little bit, honest to goodness, goes a long way. The small guys should last somebody, it's a spot treatment, maybe like 2 weeks, and the larger size should really get you about a month. And the more you use the salve and you get the inflammation under control, the less you're going to reach for it. That's another really important point.
Perfect. And I have a thank you from Tracy Smith here about you are the only CBD company that she has talked to that was able to recognize and acknowledge Crohn's disease and working with that. Yeah. So,
yeah. I mean,
absolutely.
A Crohn's disease person who is dealing with that inflammation, they would literally have to sit in a vat of salve to like remotely help them. So it's super important that, that's what we're talking about with education, a systemic issue you have to treat from the inside out. So one of my best friends has Crohn's disease. It's a tough disease, and really like COVID, set her right into having like an outbreak. And, so I feel for you with that. It's a tough one.
Erica, if you want to chat a little bit about the live Wednesday nights at 7.
Mm-hmm.
This is really fascinating. I just found out about this before we started here.
Yes. So again, Heather and we've worked with our 2 compounding pharmacists. So what we are doing is we have partnered with a local doctor. And if you are curious about medical marijuana and if medical marijuana is an option for you, we are offering consults for that. So that's one way you can get started. We are also doing education every Wednesday evening, just like Kara's doing right now. We will have a Facebook Live, and my co-founder and boss, Heather, and Amanda, who is from Texas, who is also an esthetician, has a huge background in wellness. She will also be educating people on when to consider it, how you can, the different ways you can get the product, get the medical marijuana. And Heather, this weekend, I believe, is also going to be on our Facebook site. Don't leave this one for ours. Make sure you wait till tomorrow. But she's going to be doing some cooking classes too. So if you're a person that maybe wants to try an edible, you can actually purchase the raw materials and make some of your own caramels or cookies and so forth.
Thank you so much, Erica, for joining us. And
you're super welcome. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, absolutely. And again, you guys, if you're looking to buy any CBD products for 10% off today from Hempfield Botanicals, and you can come in the center and stop by and check that out. So we'll see you later, Erica. Thank you so much.
Have a great day, everybody.
You too. Bye.